Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. Conformity is the jailer of freedom and the enemy of growth. The time to repair the roof is when the sun is shining. The greater our knowledge increases, the greater our ignorance unfolds. Change is the law of life. And those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. A man may die, nations may rise and fall, but an idea lives on. Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable. Our problems are man-made, therefore they may be solved by man. Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. If not us, who? If not now, when? The ignorance of one voter in a democracy impairs the security of all. In a time of domestic crisis, men of goodwill and generosity should be able to unite regardless of party or politics. The great enemy of the truth is very often not the lie, deliberate, contrived and dishonest, but the myth, persistent, persuasive and unrealistic. Mankind must put an end to war, or war will put an end to mankind. We are not here to curse the darkness, but to light the candle that can guide us through that darkness to a safe and sane future. If a free society cannot help the many who are poor, it cannot save the few who are rich. We need men who can dream of things that never were. The courage of life is often a less dramatic spectacle than the courage of a final moment, but it is no less a magnificent mixture of triumph and tragedy. The cost of freedom is always high, but Americans have always paid it. And one path we shall never choose, and that is the path of surrender, or submission. We have the power to make this the best generation of mankind in the history of the world, or to make it the last. Victory has 1,000 fathers, but defeat is an orphan. Forgive your enemies, but never forget their names. The human mind is our fundamental resource. Tolerance implies no lack of commitment to one's own beliefs. Rather, it condemns the oppression or persecution of others. Those who dare to fail miserably can achieve greatly. A child miseducated is a child lost. Geography has made us neighbors. History has made us friends. Economics has made us partners, and necessity has made us allies. Peace is a daily, a weekly, a monthly process, gradually changing opinions, slowly eroding old barriers, quietly building new structures. I look forward to an America which will not be afraid of grace and beauty. The problems of the world cannot possibly be solved by skeptics or cynics whose horizons are limited by the obvious realities. We need men who can dream of things that never were. We have the power to make this the best generation of mankind in the history of the world, or to make it the last. Liberty without learning is always in peril, and learning without liberty is always in vain. In the long history of the world, only a few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in